Mimico has become one of the most sought after neighborhoods in the city of Toronto, as it's got tons to offer. It's got amazing water views, it is accessible to downtown Toronto. This neighborhood is surrounded by a lot of parks and nature and green spaces. So if you're someone who's looking for a blend of nature and as well as urban living, this is the place to be. So do stick around till the end of this video, as I will be talking about future growth of this neighborhood, and as well as I will be highlighting best condo buildings in the Mimico area, because getting into the wrong one can cost you thousands of dollars. So now, without wasting any time, let's talk about it. So first, let me show you where exactly Mimico area is located. It is located right over here on the west end of the city. And within the Mimico area, we're going to talk about is Humber Bay Shores, because this is where you can find cluster of condos. And here you can see the area highlighted in red. It is surrounded by green spaces and you have access to the water. So this area over the past 10 to 15 years has evolved in a good way. And down the line, it is going to be transformed in a major way. Let me show you a picture. So this is how the Humber Bay Shores look like. You can see Lakeshore Boulevard running east to west, and that's the Park Lawn Road on running north to south. And in between these two streets, there's a vacant parcel of land over here, which is 2150 Lakeshore. This is going to be transformed in a major way, and it is going to look something like this, so fully changed and fully transformed. This project is being developed by First Capital and Pemberton, and this is another rendering of the same project. And here's another picture. You can see lots of buildings coming up, and they've also taken care of green spaces, which is nice. And this is the master plan of the project 2150 Lakeshore Boulevard. So this parcel of land is basically 2150 Lakeshore Boulevard, and there are going to be 36 buildings coming up, ranging from 4 to 71 stories. So as of now, in Mimico area or in Humber Bay Shores, we only see high-rise buildings or single-family homes. So we don't see something in the middle. So the missing middle is missing. So they're going to be low to mid-rise buildings, which is nice because those low to mid-rise buildings provide more sense of community in the building, in my opinion. So there's going to be schools, library, community center in the area. And one more thing, there's going to be a GO station coming up on the park lawn right over here. Let me show you the exact location on the map. So this is where the GO station is going to be, which is much needed for this location. So right now it takes about like 55 minutes to go from this location to Union Station, or if you want to go to out west towards Mimico or towards the Long Branch, it's going to take 22 minutes, and to Royal LePage station it takes about like 20 minutes commute from my bus. That's what I'm trying to say. There is a Mimico station, but again, from Humber Bay Shores, it's not that ideal because it's about, I would say, like 25 minutes walk from this from Humber Bay Shores to Mimico Station. So setting up a station in this location would be ideal. So this is the exact location of the Park Lawn Station, and once this is built, it's going to take about 12 minutes to go to Union Station, and towards out west, let's say Port Credit, it's going to take about 10 minutes commute on a GO station. Next up, we're going to talk about good condo buildings in the area. So I'm going to talk about condo buildings which have good layouts of the units. The maintenance fees are reasonably priced, and as well as the condos are priced reasonably as well. So let's get right into it. So the first condo building we're going to talk about is 10 Park Lawn, also called Westlake Encore. This is a 45-story. It is a high-rise. Developers is Oni Group. Building is 80 years old, and the maintenance fee we're looking at is 77 cents per square foot, give and take. And the condos in this building sell for about like $950 to $1,000 per square foot. So let me show you the location of this building. So here we are. So if you see on the map, 10 Park Lawn is located right over here on Park Lawn Road. And let me show you a Google Earth view just for your reference. So this is the building we're talking about. This is 10 Park Lawn. And if you see on the west side of the building, it is facing a green belt, basically a Mimico Creek. So the west facing views of this building are spectacular, and your view is protected for good because the city is not going to build anything over here. And you also get tons of direct sunlight, which is sweet. And the west facing units also get some access or some views of the water of Lake Ontario right over here, you can see. So now let's go ahead and talk about the building 2200 Lakeshore, 222 Lakeshore, and 2212 Lakeshore. These three are sister buildings, and we're going to talk about those now. So first is 220 Lakeshore Boulevard West. This is a 48-story developed by Oni Group. Oni Group has decent presence in all of North America, including states and as well as Canada. And this building is 9 years old, and the maintenance fee we're looking at is 76 cents per square foot. And the condos in this building sell for about like $950 to $1,000 per square foot. Next, I'm going to talk about real quick is 2200 Lakeshore. More or less the same because it's developed by the same developer and it's a sister building. And the third building is 2212 Lakeshore Boulevard. This is again the same. It's is 47 story, same developer. Age of the building is 9 years, and the price point for the maintenance fee and as well as the condos are more or less similar to the other buildings. So these three buildings are located in the same vicinity. Let me show you on the maps. So this is where you can see on the maps it is located just at Park Lawn and Lakeshore Boulevard. And let me show you on the street view. So these are the three buildings we're talking about. One is this one, and this one, and this one. So downstairs you can see there's a small plaza. They have a metro for the grocery. There's a bank, you can see TTD Bank on the right, on the left corner, and there's a LCBO. There's a couple of pizza spots. So if you want to run any errands, it's pretty accessible that way. And you can find about like 1-bedroom condo for about like $550,000 with parking. If you're looking for a decent 1+10, that's going to range about 600 to 650K. And if you're looking for 2 beds, it's going to be $700,000 and up with parking. Now let's go ahead and talk about the next building. Next up is 70 Annie Drive. This is a 55-story building developed by Matty Homes. This is fairly new building, just 2 years old, and the maintenance fee we're looking at is 64 cents per square foot. And the condos in this building sell at a slightly higher price point, $1,000 to $1,100 per square foot. The newer the building, the expensive it's going to be. But the layouts in this building are good and the finishes are also decent. I have a few clients living in this building and they have all good things to say about it, so which is good. Let me show you the location over here. It is located between Lakeshore and Marine Parade Drive on the Annie Creek, and you have direct access to the water. It's about like a couple of minutes walk from this location. Overall, it's a solid building in my opinion. Next up, we're going to talk about is 250 Manitoba Street, the warehouse lofts. This building is 8 stories and developer is Camrose Fulcorp. This building was converted into lofts in about like 1999, and the maintenance fee we're looking at is 80 cents per square foot, give and take. And the average price, it depends from the unit to unit, but you can find ranging from like high 700s to high 800s. That's the range I would talk about for a condo in this building. So you can see this is a loft, and as this is a loft, you can find pretty high ceilings in this building. If you're someone who's into lofts, this is the building for you. And the location of this building is just at Legion and Manitoba Street, slightly away from the water, but it's in the Mimico area, and it's a decent building. All right, next up is 20 and 30 Shore Breeze Drive. This is located just by the water, you can see in the picture. These two buildings are high rise. One is 49 and the other one is 66. So a lot of units in there and a lot of people in the building. The developer is Empire Communities, and the building is 5 years old. Maintenance fee we're looking at is 73 cents per square foot, which is not too bad in my opinion. And the condos in this building sell for about like $1,000 to $1,100 per square foot. It depends upon the unit's exposure, where the unit is looking. If the unit is looking towards the water, you'll have to pay premium for that. But overall, the building is solid. But the one con or the one downside of this building is that you here and there do find fire alarm issues. So that's something I wanted to highlight. But other than that, it is more or less decent building in my opinion. And I have a few clients living in this building as well. They have good things to say overall. So I hope I was able to give you in value. And one more thing, before buying any condo, do get the status certificate reviewed by a lawyer, because that's going to give you an overall health check of the building. So I hope I was able to give you some value today. And if you have any questions, you can book a call with me by clicking on the first link mentioned in the description below. And I would be happy to chat about your real estate needs. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video.